Let's talk about falling behind and summer homeschool and how they go hand in hand. Hey guys, it's Bonnie from Mrs. Mom's Homeschool and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I make videos to help you in your homeschooling journey. And today I just want to talk about falling behind and how to use the summer without ruining your summer break to catch up. We were raised in a public school system, the majority of us, and we have ingrained in our heads that summer is break time, summer break. It's so hard for me to get out of that mindset, especially since my oldest daughter is coming home from college and she'll be home all summer. It makes my younger two kids not want to do anything but hang out with her when she's home. This year we've been focusing a lot on our core classes, and I just want to give you some tips on how to use the summer to catch up without getting yourself stressed out because you're probably already burned out. Tip number one, maybe take the morning times before it gets too hot and do something summerish. Kids and their friends together and go to the pool for an hour. Maybe go to the beach for a couple of hours. Get some ice cream. Do something and enjoy that summer feel. After you've done your little fun activity in the morning before it gets too hot, then you can come back home and get some popsicles and lemonade and do your schoolwork. The problem is that your kids need to be trained that if they don't do their schoolwork or give you a hard time, then you can't do the fun summer events. So if it works better for you to do it in the evening, you can do that. I prefer the mornings because that's when I have the most energy and they can come home and do their school by themselves and I can take a nap. That's true, I'm not even gonna lie. But that way they're still like enjoying their summer and doing school. Now if it's like a play date with like all their friends and stuff, normally I'm gonna have them do school in the morning because that usually takes like all day, all evening. I have somebody bothering me here. I want to look at the window. Sorry, squirrel. Number three, don't make it so burdensome because you need a break. Your kids need a break, especially if they've been working hard all year. I wouldn't focus on so many subjects at once. Just do like, we have to do math, that's important, and I want to do cursive. Maybe like if you did most of your schooling and you don't want the kids to stop learning, maybe throw in some like typing or like some side work, some kind of like electives, cooking, cursive, like different things like that. And number four, be relaxed on the bedtime. I don't even know if these are good tips, guys, but these are good tips for my family because letting them go to bed later and sleep in more feels more like summer. So I do want them to have the feel of summer because when we start back up in September, I want to have like a strict schedule. So those are just my tips that work for my family. Let me know what you guys do. What are your tips for homeschooling through the summer? We're not super strict about stuff like that. I do want them to get their stuff done, prioritize work and play balance, but work first. My motto is do what you have to do before you do what you want to do. So yeah, I hope this helps somebody out there. But if it did, leave it in the comments below. If it didn't, you can subscribe and say something nice anyway. If you want to hear about our 9th grade and 5th grade recap videos, I have those posted and my update of where I've been. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and I'll see you in the next video.